But when it's soluble, some of those fiber molecules do get processed in your small intestinal lumen and end up as regular carbohydrates. Hey, welcome back to Paying Attention. This is Delon for Bodybuilding into the New Age. And today I just wanted to go over some, I don't want to say personal blunders, but easy to fall into advertising gimmicks. Now, this might seem like a no-brainer, right? It's a chocolate chip cookie, but it's got keto stamped on it, and it says 2 grams net carbs. And me, being someone who's adamantly watching my carbohydrates because of my insulin resistance due to the HGH cycle that I'm on right now, this is something that caught my eye. And normally, just being a gym rat, I wouldn't go for that. But, when you're 8 weeks into a trend HGH cycle, you get tired of the chicken salads and chicken variations of pies and protein powder. So, you know what? I wanted to experiment with this, and it's 0 sugar on it, and it's got like 130, I don't know if you can see that, stamped right on the top for 130 calories. What they don't do is they don't tell you that it's divided by 10. And I mean, it's easy to take a 10-foot or 1,000 bird's eye view of this and say like, oh, it's, when I'm shopping with whoever, and I look at the food label, if that's something you do. I hope that's something you do, but sometimes we get complacent and we see things like this and our confirmation bias takes over. We want to try something new. But for instance, the way they derive 2 net carbs, I think that's the right word, is they have 13 grams of carbs and then 5 grams of carbs for fiber. But what they don't tell you is most of that fiber is most likely soluble. So what that means is when they say fiber, it means there's 2 variations of fiber. There's insoluble and soluble. And so insoluble is something that your intestinal lumen can't process entirely, and it just gets processed through, and none of the nutrients are extracted from the bile or gastric acids in your stomach, and so on and so forth. But when it's soluble, some of those fiber molecules do get processed in your small intestinal lumen and end up as regular carbohydrates. So really, the 2 net carbs on the front of this package are a lie. So some of you might have already known that, but I just thought it would be important to let those of you who didn't know. And also, the reason they have it divided into 2 columns on this label is so that the print is smaller. So that you have to do math, right? There's a lot of things we're assuming here, but 1, they make it so you have to do math, and 2, they make it so that the print is fine, and so that might sound cliche, but once again, confirmation bias. 8 weeks into a trying to HGH cycle with a hyperglycemic insulin resistant sensitivity, 2 grams of net carbs is a good selling point. So I'm just be aware of these labels if you're trying to get creative with your sources of macronutrients and how you want to administer them, and you're looking for something new and different that sounds too good to be true. It might actually be too good to be true. So stay away from anything that says keto on it unless you're on a keto diet, and then kudos to you. But otherwise, watch out for. That's another thing. They got 0 added sugars. I mean, that's just kind of a no-brainer because they have it as sugar alcohol, which your liver is going to process as normal sugar anyways. So there's just a difference of terminology there. That's all that is. But so anyways, it's something to keep in mind of when you're looking for something different to try, and you see the net carbs on there, no sugar, and it only says 130 on here and then 190. That sounds low. Maybe I can mix it in with my protein powder or protein salad or whatever that you're making to try to break up the monotony. And stay away from that. That's all I can say. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.